Hi, I'm Jace. At 28, I've built a life that would make most parents proud. Own my own fitness studio, help people transform their lives, and actually make good money doing it. But my parents? They're a different story. Look at how chubby his face still is, Mom would say, pinching my cheeks at family dinners when I was 12. Dad would chime in with his favorite line, "If only you had some self-control like the Andersons boy." Even now, standing in my gym watching Katie spot one of our clients, those memories hit different. Earth to Jace, you're doing that 1,000-yard stare thing again. Katie waves her hand in front of my face. Just thinking about tonight's dinner. Parents called, said they have something important to discuss. The same parents who spent your entire childhood treating you like their personal disappointment? She crosses her arms. Want me to come as backup? Nah, I got this. Besides, Derek's covering your evening class. Right on cue, Derek walks in, protein shake in hand. Speaking of toxic parents, how's the whole situation with your new brother going? Marcus, haven't seen much of him since the adoption 2 months ago. Kid's 14, definitely their do-over child. I adjust the weights on the rack, trying to keep my voice neutral. They're all over social media showing him off. Piano recitals, honor roll, the works. That's messed up, man. Derek sets down his shake. Remember when your dad showed up here last month? Dude looked at your successful business and still had the nerve to ask why you couldn't be more like your cousin in medical school. Classic Stephen and Linda. Katie rolls her eyes. Your parents are piece of work, Jace. My phone buzzes. Speak of the devils. Mom's text reads, "Don't be late tonight, 7 p.m. sharp. We need to discuss the family's future." They're probably just going to show off more of Marcus's achievements, I shrug. But something feels off about this dinner invitation. Want us to stage an emergency? Katie grins. Derek here does a pretty convincing food poisoning act. Thanks, guys, but I should handle this. Maybe they're finally ready to have a real conversation. Derek claps my shoulder. Just remember, you built all this yourself. While they were busy criticizing, you were grinding. Don't let them mess with your head. Looking around my gym, the dream I built while they were telling me I'd never amount to anything, I try to believe him. But 28 years of never being good enough leaves marks that even success can't quite erase. My phone buzzes again. Mom again. Wear something nice. And please tell me you're still not wasting time with that gym thing. Same old mom. Some things never change. But tonight feels different. Like the calm before a storm. And knowing my parents, this important discussion is probably going to be anything but pleasant. The dining room feels colder than usual. Mom's perfect table setting, Dad's expensive whiskey, and Marcus sitting there with that smug little smile. It's all a setup. We've been thinking about the future. Dad swirls his drink. About legacy. Marcus has shown such promise in just 2 months. Mom beams. Straight A's, perfect manners, proper weight management. Just get to the point. I push my untouched food around the plate. We're revising our will. Marcus will receive 80% of our estate. He's young, needs proper support for his future. The fork clatters against my plate. And the other 20%? Split between you and Charity. Dad won't even look at me. Let's be honest, Jace. You've made your choices. That gym thing. You mean my successful business? Marcus wants to be a surgeon, Mom interrupts. A real profession. I'm already reaching for my phone, texting Katie. SOS, need drinks, now. 20 minutes later, I'm at O'Malley's with Katie and Derek, downing my second beer. Those manipulative pieces of... Katie fumes. They can't just... Legally they can, a voice chimes in from the next booth. But there might be more to this story. I turn to see Richard, our family's longtime lawyer, nursing a scotch. Sorry for eavesdropping, but I've been handling your family's affairs for 15 years. What they're doing, it's not right. Why are you telling me this? Because I've watched them do this before. Remember your cousin James? They promised him the lake house, then yanked it away when he chose art school over business? My phone lights up. Mom's posted another Facebook update. So proud of our perfect son, Marcus. Piano recital was flawless. Hash blessed mother hash, perfect son. Derek grabs my phone. Look at the comments. Your mom's literally trash-talking you. Such a relief to finally have a child who listens and makes good choices. There's more. Richard leans in. They're parading Marcus at every country club event, introducing him as their only son. Last week at the charity gala. Wait, Katie interrupts. Jace wasn't even invited to that. Exactly. They're rewriting history. But they forgot one thing. I keep records. Every email, every legal threat they've made against family members who didn't fall in line. My hands shake as I pull up Instagram. There's Marcus, posed in front of my parents' house wearing my old varsity jacket. Caption, "Finally a son worthy of the family name." I've been documenting everything. Richard slides me his card. Their pattern of emotional manipulation, the public humiliation, the systematic erasure. If you want to fight back, I thought you were their lawyer. I represent the family's interests. Sometimes protecting those interests means protecting them from themselves. Katie grabs the card. We're meeting tomorrow. This isn't just about inheritance anymore. They're trying to erase you, Jace. Looking at that Instagram post again, Marcus smugly wearing my past, my parents crafting their perfect narrative, something inside me hardens. They want to play family? Game on. Richard's office is buried in papers when we walk in. You're going to want to see this. Marcus got suspended from school yesterday. What? Mom's social media is still gushing about his perfect attendance. Apparently, he shoved a teacher who questioned his grade. Your parents paid to keep it quiet. That's not all. Katie burst through the door, waving her phone. Your Aunt Susan just called me. They told the entire family you're refusing to attend gatherings because you're jealous of Marcus. My blood boils. I was never even invited. Check this out. Derek pulls up a screen recording. Your mom's private Facebook group, Perfect Parents, Perfect Children. She's been posting about you for years. The posts flash by. My disappointment of a son. If only he wasn't so lazy. Thank God for Marcus. A real son at last. Got more. Richard slides over a folder. Emails to your old school requesting they push you harder because you were an embarrassment. Letters to summer camps asking them to enforce strict dieting. My hands shake. I was 12. Your cousin Emily sent this. Katie plays a voice message. They're telling everyone you're having a mental breakdown because you can't handle Marcus's success. The office door flies open. It's Aunt Susan herself. I've heard enough. Your mother just called, trying to convince me not to hire your gym services for my company. Said you were unstable. But we just signed that contract last week. Exactly. I did some digging. Found these emails they sent to the whole family. She drops a stack of printouts. They've been poisoning everyone against you for months, but Marcus slipped up at my dinner party last night. What happened? Little Prince threw a fit when we served chicken instead of steak. Started bragging about how your parents promised him your college fund because, in his words, failed gym rats don't deserve inheritance. Derek whistles low. That's not all he's been saying. Got these screenshots from his Snapchat? He shows me photos of Marcus in my old room, tearing down my achievement photos. Caption reading, replacing the loser's shrine with real achievements. Your parents crossed a line. Richard stands up. They're not just favoring Marcus anymore. They're actively trying to destroy your reputation, your business, your relationships. Katie grabs my shoulder. The family reunion's next week. They don't know we have all this evidence. Or that I invited half the family here today. Aunt Susan smirks as more relatives file in. Uncle Bob, Cousin Emily, even Grandma Rose. We've all seen the pattern, Uncle Bob growls. What they did to James, to Emily, now to you. Always twisting the narrative, always playing favorites. Grandma Rose takes my hand. We're done being manipulated, done watching them hurt you. They want to play games with inheritance? Let's show them what family really means. The room fills with determined faces, family members comparing notes, sharing stories, piecing together years of manipulation. Mom and Dad's perfect facade is cracking, and Marcus's true colors are showing through. The truth is finally surfacing, and it's about to make waves at that family reunion. The annual family reunion at Grandma's estate feels different this time. Mom's perfectly practiced smile falters as she notices every single relative clustering around me instead of fawning over Marcus. Why isn't anyone commenting on Marcus's scholarship application? She practically shrieks, waving her phone around. Maybe because we're more interested in the emails you've been sending about Jace. Aunt Susan steps forward, tablet in hand. Care to explain why you told my company he was mentally unstable? That's private family business. Family business? Uncle Bob's voice booms. Like how you tried to turn us all against James when he chose art school? Or Emily when she divorced that rich guy you picked for her? Marcus struts in wearing my old varsity jacket again. Whatever. None of you understand excellence. Right, Mom? Dad? Actually, champ. Derek steps forward, phone recording. Why don't you tell everyone what you said about that teacher you shoved? Marcus's face goes pale. Dad jumps up. Now wait just a minute. No, you wait. Richard emerges with his briefcase. I have 17 years of documented evidence. Emails, texts, social media posts, showing systematic emotional abuse and manipulation of not just Jace, but multiple family members. Grandma Rose stands slowly. I've revised my will. Jace will receive my estate, including controlling interest in the family business. I've watched you destroy enough lives, Linda. You can't do this. Mom's mascara starts running. Marcus is the perfect son. Perfect. Katie plays the Snapchat videos of Marcus destroying my room. Is this your idea of perfect? I deserved that room, Marcus snaps. Just like I deserve their inheritance. Jace is nothing but a stupid gym rat who... The sound of Grandpa's cane thumping cuts him off. That gym rat built a 6-figure business from scratch while you were bragging about grades you cheated to get. We have evidence of that too, Emily adds sweetly, holding up Marcus's suspension notice. Dad's face turns purple. You ungrateful. No, I stand up, feeling stronger than ever. You don't get to play that card anymore? Everyone knows the truth now. The country club board would love to see these emails, Aunt Susan smirks. So would your precious social circle. And your corporate partners, Uncle Bob adds. Wonder how they'd feel about documented discrimination. Mom crumples into a chair. Dad's hands shake. Marcus looks around wildly, realizing his perfect world is crashing down. Jace, Grandma Rose takes my hand. You were always the heart of this family. While they were building lies, you were building something real. Face it, Mom, Dad. You lost. I look at them directly. Not just me, but everyone. Hope Marcus was worth it. As they slink away, Marcus trailing behind like a deflated balloon. My real family surrounds me. Katie and Derek bump my shoulders. Aunt Susan's already planning holiday gatherings. And Richard's talking about expanding my gym franchise with family investment. Hey, Jace, Emily grins. Think you could help your favorite cousin get in shape for her art gallery opening? Looking around at my true family, the ones who chose me, supported me, fought for me, I finally feel complete. No more perfect son pressure, no more manipulation, no more doubt. Sometimes the family you rebuild is stronger than the one you're born into. What type of revenge would you choose? Exposing toxic family members publicly like Jace did, or letting them destroy themselves quietly? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Sometimes the most painful betrayals come from those who were supposed to protect us. Like Jace's story showed, family isn't always about blood. It's about who stands by you when everyone else walks away. Have you ever had to choose between keeping a toxic family's secrets or exposing the truth? What did you do? If you connected with this story of overcoming family betrayal and finding your real support system, hit that like button and subscribe for more powerful stories of justice and redemption. Remember, your story matters too.